Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's
make some pacts
together.
Let's make some pacts together.
Let's make some pacts together.
Because that's what we're doing.
So that's pretty much what we're doing. Let's be dragged through an experience together. Took you long enough. Listen, when I call you, you need to come lickety split. And I mean lick every... Oh, wait. I'm hungry.
Split. I love bananas.
In a bad mood to boot. You should have known that. I missed breakfast because I didn't go to the breakfast room, and then the food I took with me from the witches got stolen, and then I didn't eat again, so I could bitch at you now.
I need to understand, like, what are the witches doing?
I don't know.
There's some sort of weird narrative of, so they've mentioned the witches a couple of times.
Out
there are
the
witches. And
there
I'm
are
like,
witches, whatever they are, whatever that means.
And it's like, are there witches then, I guess, in hell that are like, we're offering up sacrifices to demons?
We're leaving hell and going to some witches in a nearby dimension?
Right, I don't even know.
What is the witches?
I don't even, what are witches?
Well, whatever. Let's just have a look inside the fridge and see what we can find. Why do you need all
Beelzebub
this?
in there.
You open the fridge. Oh, we have failed our fridge mission. It should be him in there. How? Nom. If you haven't done the fridge missions, man, you can think a lot of stuff about them.
It's true.
It'd be adorable. Was that a click for a fridge door opening? That's hilarious. There's nothing good in there. Well, you see, my dude.
Sometimes you must cook things, Boomer, staring at you. Either you cook them, or you just should have the money to be able to go buy them.
You could order yourself something. It doesn't have to be here. Also, why are we here with you in the kitchen again? Are you going to have us cook for you?
Right?
Wait. Now what do we have here? Looks like a custard. Does it have someone's name on it because you guys all label this like you're in a community roommate situation?
No, there's such two.
Or like it's your work fridge and you're labeling your lunchbox? Not that there's anything wrong with those. That's super helpful in labeling your stuff at work. It's really good. Because for me, whenever I had to investigate someone's stolen lunch at work in any of the jobs that I've had, because they'll just give that job to whomever they think is reliable. They really will. Like, I have been the newest person and had no context. And they're like, yeah, someone said their lunch was stolen. You should go take a look at that. And I'm like, okay. And I've also done it in a position of more authority. That in every case where I've been able to track it down, somebody mistook someone's container for somebody else's container and didn't realize it until they were already eating it. So, that one. Or someone went their lunch was stolen because someone moved it out of the way and put it in another part of the fridge.
I have actually been one of those people that would go, oh my god, my lunch was stolen, boo, and then like later I will go back and look and I'm like, I found my lunch. Shit.
It's somewhere
And then I would immediately go, I am mistaken.
And I've had a lot of cases where it's like, you have a big ass fridge with a ton of stuff in it and somebody just took your lunch and shoved it in the bottom corner because it was in their way.
Yes.
Or it was a process of 3 different people going, this is now in front of my lunchbox, I'll move it over. This is now in front of my lunchbox, I'll move it over. Yeah. So here. Eat this. I need an accomplice. I don't want to be the only one in trouble. Hens you custard.
What?
Why would we be in trouble for eating food? What is this weird thing about policing the fridge, no snacks between meals? Are we in kindergarten? Like, the weird thing about policing the food sounds bizarre to me.
We are millions of years old, potentially. What are we doing? We're policing each other's food, of all goddamn things. It seems like you can eat as much food as you want out of the school, all you want, all the time.
And nothing goes away.
Nothing goes away. There's no risk of anything running out. I'm like, you're full of it. I don't understand you, game.
So expanding the headcanon time, what I'm saying is they believe this is a human custom, and so they're trying to engage in human behavior with you of going, you guys make a big deal about food and food ownership and who gets the food and use food a lot as a currency. So this is our interpretation of a human behavior. So what we're all trying to do is aggressively sort of make you feel comfortable.
Food is valuable.
And we're interacting with the substance.
Yeah, absolutely. Mammon hands me a cup of custard with a note written on it. Property of Beelzebub. You eat it, you die.
Why would he leave it there? Why wouldn't he just eat it? Why would he take enough time to label it and put it there? He eats everything the instant he gets it.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, that seems weird for Beelzebub. Like, he actually just eats everything.
Like, why would he go, that feels like it's labeled by somebody else.
No kidding.
Because if he would stand there writing it, he would have eaten it while he was writing it. Done. It's just, you gotta be seriously brave to eat this custard here. If you can do that, I'll admit you get guts. Why do we need to prove to you that we have guts at all? And when did this become a weird contest instead of you getting a weird night
Why
snack?
is this a weird dick contest? Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm genuinely confused, going like, you need to flex on me. Why? I already have.
Again, what's the point of this scene? I tell you literally everything to do and you have to do it. And even before that, you did all my lessons as dance battles and I've directed you to do jobs. Like, and you're also there catering to me on my DDD in some weird, pseudo-reality kind of way where it's you but not you.
Right.
Like, You already do everything. We don't need to prove anything to you.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're gonna do it, right? What am I saying? Do it. That's an order. You don't get to order me around. I get to order you around. That's how the pact works. Okay, I'll do it.
Why don't you eat it, Mammon?
That
boomer would probably be like, why don't you eat it, Mammon?
You're making such a big deal. Why don't you just have it? You're clearly having a secondhand experience here.
Yep, that's just pep.
All right, good.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Like, we're not trying to get on your good side, my dude. Weren't you even listening to what I said? If I'm the only one eating this stuff and I end up getting caught, then I'll take all the blame. Yeah, but you're not eating anything, dude. And all this
also,
stuff
again,
is
when I'm like,
custard now.
when I'd be like, if the boomer realizes in this situation, going like, I could just make you do shit. It's not a question. Why aren't you doing that? It's a, why aren't you doing this, Mammon? Like, I'm not kidding. Like, you have sometimes a level of manipulative going, you need to eat it.
And we could just be like, no, eat by yourself. And he would have to do it.
Yeah.
Not that we're trying to be an asshole here, but like this conversation makes no sense. Also, why are we in the kitchen? What does this add to the story narrative? As somebody who has helped aspiring friends try and edit down their books or write things and stuff, I'm going, what does this add to the narrative, this conversation?
This is ridiculous.
You're already an accomplice to this. You were from the second you agreed to meet me here. So go on, eat it. No. There we go. You did it. And the game just tells us we didn't get to choose. Really?
Really? That's
Totally
really trashy
feels
of you.
customer.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
I
find that to be inappropriate in terms of writing. You get to have all these choices that you don't really get to have. It's fine.
There's been a few times in some of the games that we've played where it's really interesting because you choose a choice and then it wraps you back around to choosing a different choice, and that's your whole experience. You just didn't get to choose. Great, now I've got an accomplice. You ate his stuff too. That means we're in this boat together. Do you just need a friend? My dude, are you just lonely?
I mean, we already know that he's a little bit lonely.
You're really everyone hates you and you're very lonely, okay? You're just going, hang out with me, and we're not doing it together unless we're doing it together. So my turn. See if I can find anything else good in here. Got a feeling there's probably something nice hiding back here in this corner. The fridge is a monstrosity of architecture. There's like this horror of wrongness of all of these like compartments and shifting doors and moving walls and like shelves that just aren't and are shelves at the same time.
Right.
There's Beelzebub. Are those his pajamas? Because it suggests it's nighttime. I would love it if that's his pajamas.
Honestly, if those are his PJs, I will be charmed.
I put on an adorable minimalist butterfly necklace. I realize that's 2 triangles, but that is a minimalist butterfly necklace. And I go to bed in that.
Yeah, I could see that.
My minimalist butterfly necklace is my sleeping choker. It's perfect.
It'd be brilliant.
Brilliant. This is going to be a lot of me talking to myself.
Yes.
Bill! We do call you, everyone
Beer!
knows. Beer! Bill! 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 If you didn't see the Stan and Bill episode, it's probably the funniest one in this entire series.
We had a lot of fun with it. And I understand,
watch it.
For sure, not everybody's going to really enjoy inebriated humor, and that's totally fine. And we're talking about Asmodeus, the character being inebriated.
Off his butt.
We ourselves are not drunk. It's just the fact of, like, sometimes, honestly, contextually for what it is, like, I will totally admit, like, I find sometimes being around drunk people is incredibly irritating.
Or uncomfortable.
Or uncomfortable. My friend actually doesn't even like to drink alcohol because of how much it bugs her sometimes, of being like, everyone around me is dumb.
I wouldn't say that that's exactly the reason. That's sort of a side effect.
Yeah,
so
well, I mean, I
don't really like to drink alcohol because it tastes bad. I don't like to go to situations where alcohol is the main focus, such as bars, because everyone acts really weird.
Yeah, they all act, which I agree.
They act super
They're
weird, and it makes me uncomfortable. Please, enjoy yourself while you're drinking.
Yes.
I'm not going to go with you.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. What's a big idea sneaking up on me like that? You made the music stop. You stuck on me so hard. How long have you even been here?
Choir.
Choir. Oh, God. Did you eat my custard? And the music comes back! Dramatic.
I mean, he's mad.
Did you actually eat my custard? Answer me, Mammon. No, wait a second, Beale, let me explain. There's a good reason for... Maybe he ate it himself and said, there, you ate it. You know how some people do that? They smash the cake. There, you've smashed it.
Oh,
because
yeah.
They're blaming it on you. Maybe it was that. That wasn't very clear, but if it was that, that would be allowing us more choice in him just being a total asshole going, I shove it in my face. There, you ate it. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. You did, didn't you? He's so angry.
Yeah,
That's kind of, his necklace goes away, his clothes change. I got so angry, I changed my clothes in the kitchen.
I gave myself tattoos.
Poof! You ate my custard.
Yes!
Well, The custard blaming is on, my friends.
All right, we're in the custard shaming program.
I was going to say, it's not kink shaming, it's custard shaming.
It's custard shaming.
All right, everyone.
Custard shaming is my custard.
Is my custard.
Is my cake. I like it.
Yeah, it is. Custard shaming. He's my cake. Wow.
All right.
If you don't know what kink shaming is, I can't explain it to you. But you know, you can educate yourself.
Thank you.
The internet, it exists. And
I hit the wrong thing.
I
know what I'm hitting.
You need a
I know what I'm hitting.
Do you? Are you hitting? How are you hitting? Hit it harder.
The mystery
of Belphegor.
Mixed tiddlegore.
We just left the kitchen.
What?
Oh, and then we're telling the story of what happened in the kitchen. After this, we went to the principal and went, everyone else in the class was being stupid and whine. Actually, the boomer went, so you do have controls for this kind of thing. Why does this stuff keep happening? I seem to be strangely compelled to listen to all of you, even as I'm trying to compel you to listen to me. And I appreciate that you have weird sway over some humans, but what can we do to make this different?
WTF, my mans. All right. Then what happened?
Come on. How many times are you going to make me say it? We all went to the principal
then
together.
Then Beelzebub slammed me down on the floor, took off my pants.
Oh, God. Where are you going with it? Oh,
took a custard.
He just opened my mouth, reached down into my stomach, extracted the custard and some of my superfluous decorative organs, and said, "There! Fine!" And he ate it all. It was irritating.
It was really aggressive.
My costume's ruined. I had to get another one from the closet.
I liked having my 6 gallbladders. They were great. I organized them myself.
I had such plentiful organs, and I was very proud of them. Such plentiful organs. All right. I was hungry, so I went to the kitchen looking for something to eat, because I can't order takeout like everyone else does, because... Wait, why can't I order takeout anymore? I have my credit card back. Damn it! I forgot about my credit card. My baby, why?
You know, I'm like, you have a credit card. Why the hell is this constantly... I don't understand. Whatever. I'm like, they clearly are eldritch horrors. They do not understand what the shit is going on.
They don't. They're trying to mimic and like replicate human behavior based on very limited exposure, and they're doing the best they can. What is he even doing? His best.
Yeah, exactly.
Just all the boys line up. What are they even doing? Their best. That is what I need. A sticker that is, oh baby, what are they even doing? Their best. If someone's gonna make a badge for this game, that's what I need.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. And while I was digging through the fridge, Beale suddenly came up and attacked me. You ate my custard. No, I didn't eat your custard, Beale. I told you. I was just holding it in my hand. That's all. It didn't, I don't know. Liar. You were eating it. I could tell. The lid was off. He didn't eat it.
We didn't eat it.
He's like, he just takes the lid off. There, you ate it. It's in his literal hand. Nobody's eaten it. And Beale shows up.
It was the whole blame game of stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
You've eaten this custard now. You've already done it.
Yeah.
And he's just literally holding the custard, doing nothing with it, while Beale's like, what the hell are you doing?
My baby.
Like, why?
The lid was off.
What? Well, don't look at me. It was probably open to begin with.
What?
Like, you don't even have to open the containers to eat them. I don't know what your problem is. You just shove the whole thing in your face.
This is what you do all the time.
I made sure to write my name on it. I have been practicing restraint and organization as I've been trying to cope with my unhappiness with ways other than food. And you still ate it. Bitch. You wrote your name? Us. Yes, there was a name on it.
Oh my god, we read
all
it.
you need in these cases is empirical facts, let alone where'd the container go? Beale takes it from him, eats the container, then argues about it. I just ate the entire thing. Inside me, the label is on this thing. Oh yes. It was property of Beelzebub. You eat it, you die. Oh, really? I never noticed. That was my custard. You never give up, do ya? Lucifer just standing there, holding his joint, just being like, being the oldest is a lot of work. It really is. You know what? Maybe I'll just listen to that soundtrack again and dissociate for a little longer.
Such a good time.
I could do that. Maybe it'll be fine.
Wow.
I hate caretaking for this and being responsible for all of them.
Man staring at him from across the way. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? I'm joining you.
Both of us sitting in a corner, Man and Lucifer, just quietly
Staring.
watching the two of them have this conversation. You never yelp, do you? But whatever. It doesn't have nothing to do with me anyway. Because Man is the one who ate it. Except for, exactly. Oh God, we get a chance to basically support him.
Oh.
Interesting. I got a sudden urge because I was like, Man, so was it eaten or not? The lid was off, you were eating it. It clearly wasn't eaten.
What?
And then, like, this doesn't make any sense. You said basically the custard wasn't actually eaten. I could tell you were eating it because the lid was off. Not that it was gone.
Or that it was eaten.
And so this is the weirdest thing.
We also didn't get a sudden urge and we couldn't stop ourselves. We
and he
were
didn't actually talk us into doing it.
We had literally no choice.
He sort of just voiped.
This is the thing that I hate sometimes about also the games. We're being like, well, we didn't have any choice, and I'm like, you're right, because the game designer didn't give it to you.
Yes.
Like that is an actual argument to make. Now in real life, it's very different in many cases.
Yes.
Of honestly going, you do have a choice.
Yes.
And it might be a terrifying choice sometimes. It might be a wild choice or something you genuinely just could not think of.
Or you could be in a situation where you don't understand what your choices are, even if you know there should be choices.
Right.
All right, I would say Mama talked me into doing it is probably the closest. But if you're just sitting in the corner holding a blunt with a Satan, you could just be like, or with a Lucifer, you could just be like, Mama talked me into it. I'll just holler
like
out.
Boomer just being
okay,
like,
look at this bed that has like 9 pillows across the top that is as big as like, you know, a kitchen.
It's for all of the brothers.
It's
he
for
doesn't
every
actually
brother
sleep there alone.
to be there. So we're just laid out on this bed with him.
Yeah, I guess Mammon talked me into it, doing it.
Otherwise, we're saying everything he says is true. Or we're saying I got a sudden urge to control myself. I don't know. That sounds like
I don't know. It just sounds dumb to me.
None of those work for us.
Especially...
Hey, what are you trying to do? Push the blame onto me now? It literally is your fault, dude. You, 1, invite us there. 2, you had the plan. 3, you had the interest in blaming it on us. 4, you shoved us into it. Like, it's
and 5, then the game designers contrived and made up this whole scenario. It's fine.
Like, it's fine.
It's ridiculous. I don't agree with how this works. It's fine.
I knew you were the one behind this before Man even said anything. Mammon. Now, hold on a second here. Wow, you don't trust your older brother even a little, do ya? I mean, I knew you didn't, but still... here he goes. He's just like, ugh. Draped out on the bed, hand on his forehead, you know, ugh.
So let me get this straight. Mammon was hungry, so he went rummaging for food in the kitchen late at night, and he dragged Man along with him. That's when he found Beale's custard. Then he talked Man into eating the custard, and when Beale saw what had happened, he was so angry that he lost control of himself and went on a rampage.
Okay, so what he's doing here is actually really, really good. If you're going to mediate a conversation or be there as essentially some kind of a deciding force or helping people figure out what happened, saying back what you've understood them to say is a really great thing. Instead of just going, okay, what we need to do is, because it doesn't tell what you've understood to happen.
Right.
And so him doing this is actually a really good model of like leadership and addressing a problem. Going, what I hear both of you saying is, and then that way, if he heard something that isn't what you meant to convey, then you don't go, no, I didn't say that. You just go, what I mean is.
Right, and going
and
like,
so there's this,
or you can be like, that doesn't sound exactly right. I think what I mean is more of this, and then they repeat it back to you. Again, it's sort of like, it's a longer way to have a conversation, but if you're really going to try to make sure everything is conveyed properly and accurately, like that's a really good thing to do. And sometimes it's really tiresome. Like we've mentioned before, we have dealt with it in relation to my parents a lot because I just cannot talk to my parents, especially my mother. So I've had numerous people basically help me. I've also had my friend Liz basically sit there and try to help me talk to my mom. And it's been this same process of going, so what I'm hearing you say is this, when you've said that, do I have this right?
And a lot of times they go, what? No, and people who aren't used to it and you're not close to, if they're combative or they're defensive, will often be like, 1, you're putting words in my mouth. 2, I never said that. Or 3, they'll just change the topic. You can see it in some of the debates that are happening right now over how to handle things. It's really interesting if you watch some of them on like Twitter or on Instagram or things like that. You really have one person going, so what I'm hearing is you're saying this. And they'll just go into a whole other topic, focus on one tiny little piece of what was said there in a really defensive way.
Right.
But this is good and I like this.
Feels like gaslighting, honestly, with some of that stuff. Like, but you said that you put words in my mouth. No,
right, you said that. You said I said this. No, I said what I'm understanding you to mean is.
Yeah. Kitchen ended up getting destroyed, along with Man's room, which was on the opposite side of the wall from it, and all because of your little Prank!
Okay, so what I'm understanding out of this game is, one, there's one main kitchen in this entire giant city-sized ass campus.
Wow.
Our bedroom is right next to it, and on the hall leading away, like right in front of it, is the staircase. So you walk out of your bedroom, the staircase is in front of you, and like to one side or the other is a kitchen, except for the way, since we can see down the hallway when we look out.
Yeah, it's on the left-hand
So your
side.
kitchen's on the right-hand side, and that means that everything on the left-hand side is the boys' bedrooms.
Right.
And then there's classrooms divorced from that somewhere else, or maybe right past the kitchen.
Right.
In the other direction. And that is the whole ass school. That's it. There's
Great.
nothing else in this reality that we can walk to.
Exciting, I guess. Wow.
Well, I guess that pretty much sums it up. Yeah. My custard.
Sadness.
Why?
Oh, listen, and listen well. First of all, you three.
I know this is gonna take forever. It's not fair. I am the victim here.
Did you two just say something?
We both interrupted you. What? No, nothing.
To begin with, your recklessness has impacted not just Devildom, but also
who built this whole place, but also the end of a chat. Oh wait,
3 hours later.
That is quite the lecture. Wow! Amazing. Good job. Yay!
Oh, wow. So now that we've got this straight, I expect each of you to learn something from all of
He
this.
stands there, completely still, with his arms crossed the entire time without moving,
Uh-huh.
and delivers a 3-hour lecture. Wow. That took forever. On the other hand, you called it right. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
And it seems you won't be able to use your room for some time. You know, since it lacks a wall now.
I bet he's gonna say I have to stay in someone's room.
So for the time being, I want you to stay in Beale's room.
Why Beale's room? That sounds like you're punishing Beale.
What?
Since the human is a chore to take care of, that sounds like a punishment to Beale.
Oh my god. Well, fine, since we're actually finally
He's
to the end
trying
of the
to
episode.
help us make a pact with Beale. They're all secretly colluding to get past.
They might be.
They
Honestly,
are.
it feels so contrived and so like on the nose. It does feel like they're all a part of this, even though they're going, don't do it. You need to do it. Don't do it, but do it.
Not with
Wink,
me,
wink.
but go do it with them. I want to laugh at my brothers who are accidentally in
Right.
a pact, and every one of them.
Anyway, well, thank you guys very much for joining us. We really appreciate you spending time with us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. We always love hearing from people, hearing about their ideas. And again, if we don't agree, that's totally okay. That's just sometimes a thing that happens.
It does. We are different people.
Absolutely.
We don't even agree with each other all the time.
Oh my god, it's true.
It's very
and also,
true.
if you actually want to support us directly, please feel free to actually go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We've got some links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
And it really was lovely having you here. Again, if we mention anything and you want to like interact with it, whether it's like I love your headcanon or God, that would be adorable art, whatever it is, especially if you've listened and something struck a chord with you, or even if it's just a piece of like social commentary where you're like, I feel that and I'd like to add to the discourse,
Right.
please feel free.
Absolutely.
And I have been Liz.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!